In 2004, Sun Myung Moon, who is a Korean who owns Washington Times and a leader of a church, a cult called the Unification Church, was crowned in the state Senate building now. He was crowned the Prince of Peace. And there were all types of people of all different types of religions, from Jews to Muslims to Buddhists there. And this man gave a speech in which he specifically said, the 5 great saints and many other leaders in the spirit world, including even communist leaders such as Marx and Lenin, who committed all manner of barbarity and murders on earth, and dictators such as Hitler and Stalin, have found strength in my teachings, mended their ways and been reborn as new persons, emperors, kings, and presidents who enjoyed opulence and power on earth, and even journalists who had worldwide fame have now placed themselves at the forefront of the column of the true love revolution. They have declared to all heaven and earth that Reverend Sun Myung Moon is none other than humanity's Savior, Messiah, returning Lord, and true parent. Now, he spoke this in the Korean language. However, all the senators and everyone that was there had the pamphlet. They had the actual speech. And they knew that it specifically said that he called himself the Messiah, that he was the Messiah, and that his teachings had somehow converted men like Hitler and Stalin. Why would he mention men like these? Why would he mention men that had committed such mass genocide and pushed these systems on the people who practiced the occult and all these different things, such as Nazis? Why would he mention this? Why would anybody want to follow a man who even believes somehow that he can do this and convert somebody's mind this way? However, this man was crowned Prince of Peace in the Senate building.
On March 23, 2004, in the Dirksen Senate Office Building in Washington, D.C., in the U.S., 81 U.S. senators and members of Congress, 26 ambassadors to the United States, and some 450 leaders from various fields came to participate in the Ambassadors for Peace Awards and Crown of Peace ceremony. The program for the evening was presided over by the respected Baptist minister and civil rights leader, Reverend Walter E. Fauntroy, who served in the U.S. Congress for some 20 years. The evening began with congratulatory remarks from representatives of the Senate and House of Representatives.
Always standing up for what is right, consistently standing up for peace, and I'm so pleased that he will be receiving an award tonight.
And a miracle occurred that day. One Jewish rabbi, seeing the three faiths of Islam, Christianity, and Judaism coming together in reconciliation, suddenly came to the stage to give a prophetic proclamation.
Angels, malachim, run to the Kisei HaKavod, run to this holy chair of the throne of God, and they say, is it time for the true Mashiach to come? Is it time for the true Messiah to come? I will now do this because I have never seen this miracle where Jews, Christians, and Muslims come together for peace.
Dr. Chang Hwan Kwok, chairman of both the IIFWP and IIPC, took the podium and explained the significance of the day's event. He then introduced the Reverend Dr. Sun Myung Moon.
True Father and true Mother Moon are surely the champions of peace and reconciliation, the King and the Queen of peace, and the King of kings of the second and the third Israel.
The highlight of the occasion was the Crown of Peace ceremony, which was held in an atmosphere of reconciliation, love, and respect.
Parents are now receiving the mantle. Religious leaders
God's painful heart was eased, and hope for humanity elevated. Indeed, it was a moment engendering great optimism for the future.
Religious leaders of the world, the Honorable Roscoe Bartlett, representing the United States.
announcement to God was read aloud. Commendations from present and former heads of state were presented, including those from President Kasey Note of the Marshall Islands, former Indonesian President Abdurrahman Wahid, and from Congressman Dennis Hastert, the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives. With delegates from the world's nations, peoples, and faiths in attendance, regal robes and crowns were offered to Dr. and Mrs. Sun Myung Moon by prominent Protestant and Catholic religious leaders and congressmen of the United States, followed in procession by representatives of Islam, Judaism, and the world's religions. This was greeted with thunderous applause